We should be through now. It's a little harder there. Blood. That's your real name. Are you there? Welcome everybody. Just doing the final touches. Final touches. Finally my voice should be up and away. Slap a little limiter on there. You should give me some singing there, Ramona.
I can't go too loud because everyone's sleeping in the house.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to just...
1:30 in the morning.
No, you just talk the way you would normally talk. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Right, so... I will just do a upward. So, that should be getting all your lows to the middle, and that should be getting all your tops and touching the clip.
Righty.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. Took a little bit of extra long there, but as you can see, we're just loading it up. Let's have a look at what's going on. What is going on today? First and foremost, obviously the queues are shut for today. That is our main source of income when it comes to trading. So we are only looking, unfortunately, at not 0 DTE, but you'll see this. What is it? It's for the 17th. So this is for tomorrow's expiries. We're heading down into where the negative gex for tomorrow's expiries will happen. But this, at this stage, is what I would call the naked POES. So we have the POES levels that are just let's see, I have to look for some. We're not looking. Oh, we don't even have pre-market previews. Oh, we have nothing. So we have really naked POESs here. We'll be flopping over to the tracker, but of course there'll be no tracker today either. So it is flying blind. We have tomorrow's levels. They should hold strong, but still they are tomorrow's levels. So it's not 0 DTE to today, and you don't expect the same kind of movement from them. Flood, how's things going on your side there, homie?
Very good, my bro. Very good.
Have a look at your... Anything, we're looking at your screen here. Anything of note for you? I'll be back.
Nothing at the moment, to be honest. Are you leaving? Roughly, innit? was considering not taking a trade tonight, seeing that everything's shut. I'm just going to see what happens at open, and maybe we get a nice position. I am in no rush to lose money. Standalone, let's go. Next standalone. Okay, so this is tomorrow's expiries. Here we go. We are on. We are on Gex 10. That's very, very low down priority. But it is reacting. Which is also today's, nearly today's open. Oh, that's what I want to see.
For me, I'm just having a look around the other.
No, so double click on the app, on the trading view thing, and you got to select standalone and then put next. And then that is tomorrow's expiries. So you can see we're at the 10th Gex now. Third call walls at 24,975. Highest negative put wall is 24,645.
Right, let me have a look through the side on my side.
So your voice needs to be turned up in OBS.
Yeah, just exactly what I'm exactly what I'm trying to figure out here.
The music and my voice is good if you put your voice up. Otherwise, they both need to come down.
Okay, so that must be a lot better than on my. Yeah, it's kind of always. No. Let me have a little.
The mic output needs to go up.
Okay, so that should now be giving me a little bit better.
Oh, bro, my face feels sunburnt from sparring and shit. And I haven't even been in the sun. It's from sparring. Sorry, Haruk, and I threw the punchline out first.
Oh, that's cock funny, bro.
Ooh, Jesus, little stone.
Right, people of the world. What are we doing next? M30 close. This is a very, very, very bearish begin to the day. Let's have a look here. We're 1 minute from the open.
Did you get those
yeah,
right Gex levels?
Well, I'm on the 17th, so it is for tomorrow. Whether you click next or whether you click first, it's the same thing today. Because first implies if 0 DTE, then that. So if
Yeah,
there's no,
but you got it on cumulative. If you put it on standalone,
my man,
it brings the levels
my man,
right down, bro.
okay.
That is tomorrow only, not a blend of the next few.
But it's kind of, it hasn't done anything different, so it's exactly the same. Selected. Let's go to next.
Nope.
Let me just check next.
No,
Oh,
put it on next.
gotcha. But that's no.
Yeah.
See, that's for the 18th. No, you're looking at the 18th if you click next.
So first stand.
So you have to always choose first.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
next will be after whatever's coming like now. What's next? Massive sell into the open. I don't think this is much
here. Levels are so far away.
Which levels are there? These? Nah, these aren't far away. I'd say these are good, bro. We're right at the highest with daily POES, and we're basically at the HVL. Well, not basically. We're 250 points from the HVL, but we were close today, heading towards it. So it's not too bad for me. It's not a. It's probably a 5-minute chart there. Let's have a look. 20 points in the 5-minute chart. That's about right, I'd say. Full bearish in the 5 minutes when it comes to MTI. So we've got a little bit of downward stuff there. We're trading below daily POES now, right at the lows from. No. So we're in that range. Let's have a look at Friday and see what we were looking at on the volume side of things. So Friday's close was there, and then Friday's open was there. There we go. So from Friday, we can see we are exactly where the most volume was traded. So this little area right that we're trading in at the moment, I'd say probably somewhere from like there-ish to like there-ish. This is going to be most of the volume today. I mean, you don't have to be a freaking rocket scientist to realize that. And then if we go and move our volume duty to right now, and we just go look at today's, we would see that we basically dumped off from there, and we're at the low point. So what they'd call a value low. I don't call it a value low, but you know, that's what it's called. So we're at the value low, just broken through it. Interestingly enough, daily POES is at value low. We're at this little pocket of Friday's kind of volume. Let me get this. Oops, see, what did I delete there? Didn't delete that, whatever that was. Okay, so whatever this is kind of where you'd want to see something happen. For me personally, because it is today, with no queues open, I'm expecting something like that all day. So just sitting, doing absolutely nothing, which means it might be doing nothing for trend players, but if you're into the range players, today might be a good range there. So maybe push support 1. That's a good, if you bought that like you did on Friday, be singing today. So longs from push support 1 for me, potential, something like that.
What is your push on? 24,782.25.
24,636.50. I'm looking at the daily. Yeah, so just the regular official. Remember, our officials, I think, differ because of our time zones. That's why I didn't like the officials.
No. And one's 24,782.
For your support 1.
No, push.
Oh, the push, the daily push, 792. 24,792.50-ish. In fact, I can show the prices on my screen there. Yeah, 24,792.50.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No,
Perfect.
I got it.
Then we're good.
Yeah, this is the one I recreated for myself.
Good man. Good man. Good man.
I could only get it to R5 though because of its limitations. You got it to like
yeah,
fucking
the
R7 or
extended.
some shit. Yeah. How do you
Dude,
get around this shit?
I battled with extended for a while, bro, because I saw it in somebody else's indie, and I was like, nah, I want those levels, bro. And then I had to like do a lot of reading and figure it out. I won't give the secret source away on screen, but happy to tell you anytime, bro.
Yeah, because Jesus, I struggled with that, and then I got it to a point where they wouldn't display on the chart at all. I was like, "Fuck this! I'll take it right back and just leave it at that."
The reason why I have it as like a click on, click off is because if you have extended on and then you do the double click on the side here, it like zooms you way out of your chart because the extendeds go so high up. So it's actually like that on purpose for me personally. Anyway, cool. So that's what I'm looking for. I think that would be a pretty good trade for me. I don't like the color of this long box. Why is this long box all weird? It's better. And targets. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. So we'll do something like that. Today we'll be looking for something like that. Obviously, you're waiting a long time if that's the case. Second shot for me might be somewhere down about here, just depending on whether we get that touch whip, and then obviously a big volume play for me. If this is the case though, I'm looking for a lot less of a stop loss. This will just be a touch and go test. Reason being is you can see over here we've got a lot of times where it's just come down to this level. This is the volume low with the highest negative net gex for tomorrow. If I look at my gex stream, I've got to be quick on the draw if I am interested in this. Might be worth a little touch and go, but that's on me if I do. Let me just go look up. That is my stuff. That's all my stuff. Yo, almost whipped out a bad joke there. Glad I never said that. This is looking interesting. I wish I had some reference points like the Q to look at. Gonna drop down to a 1 minute just so I can see something a little bit different here. My candles look all weird because I'm using volume candles. I was using them quite a bit this weekend in my back test. Well, not back testing, but basically just practice. I like them a lot. It was easier for me. What's funny is we don't take into consideration, well, I don't, obviously, when I trade, when I back test or practice, anything on bookmap. Because it's physically impossible unless you get super geeky on it. And I do just fine without it, which is always interesting to note. So nice little pushy up. What we got in the 1 minute? We're sitting at 17 points in the 1 minute, 12 points in the 30-second chart. So you could basically be in stop loss territory if you just stayed on the 30-second. Nothing more of a story going on. Yeah, lower lows. Yeah. But
Alright, double check this.
So 3 minutes seems to be a nice little intermediary for me today. Only because of the ATR. 25. Still early in the day though. 8 minutes since open. What is the rest of the month starting to look like? So the options inventory for tomorrow is so we are in neg gamma, 600 being your safety point. 600 being your bounce point of sorts. We don't know what that is today though. So if anything, what we need to do is we need to use our proprietary levels on Tanuki. Here would be a potential long. You got to see something happen here that doesn't kind of look of what I'm looking at. It needs to be a bit different to this.
Yeah, 790's got 103 contracts on bookmaps.
What's this 219?
790, 24 790. So potential bounce back up.
Yeah, too much sell volume there for me on that. But of course, if you need to get in early, now's the time. But you are just hitting and hoping. This is a 50-50 no matter what. Whoa. We are looking like really negative. Really negative. By June, things look super, super positive. But up until then, not happy, bro. Things are not happy. If I look here, all on the bottom screen here. So we're only using the standalone, not cumulative. If we look at cumulative, it's a shit show. So the market is pricing very low future. And if I look at Gag, yeah,
Gag stream, yeah, I was just about to say that.
Well, if I look on Gag stream here today, well, again, we're pricing in for tomorrow, so the 17th. But for the 17th, here we go. This is that nice little pop ski. Let's see if we get a volume like this again. Volume like this, half a sell volume pullback. That's kind of my entry for that. For one DTE, because you can't look at 0 DTE, but for one DTE, negative transition. Yeah, well, we know that already. The fight back would be here, if anywhere. We've just hit a major put support. Let's see what happens.
Retouch is 730 and then back up to 790. That's a far way.
Here we go. Maybe we see a little thin candle pullback. Potentially like a little blue volume or something over there. One thing I do like about the volume candles, it even increases the candle sizes for your indicators, which is interesting. So when you see thin volume, it is thin volume, literal here. Quite fine.
Are you on the volumes? I didn't even notice.
Yeah. And then I just changed my vector candles to match what my original things were instead of just being all red and green. So you can see normal volume and then you can see those other outliers much easier now. Big sell in, potential dip and retrace. Got to look on the 30-minute though. I forgot, I got to quickly change all my stuff over to NQs, NQ white, NQ white, NQ white. Okay. A little bit of the picture starting to build up here, and that picture is red.
Very red going on here. Straight two big sells off the bat. M30 looking good. We haven't entered anything just yet, although I like that buy here starting to come in. Let's see if we get more of a bid. This is where I would be looking to long. The kind of pattern I look for a lot. Got to see it play out in the 5-minute though. Just see this thing play out in the 5 minutes. Better.
Freaking labels are overlapping. This is what I like to see. Let's stick with this low vol playback here. Pullback, sorry, playback. This low volume pullback. Look at the 5 minute. We've got the skip appeal. Perfect 13 seconds to close on that. Quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. Push there. Take a little. Let's see.
24/7. 24/700.
Don't even try. Nothing to try there. Didn't. Still waiting. Still waiting. Yeah, that looks pretty solid to me. Everything now neg. All MTIs. This would be good on the M30 to watch play out. Or we're gonna head down here to the 6. Like I said, we're just waiting for things to play out in the 5 minute. It did not play out in that previous 5 minutes, so we're still just hanging around here. Just hanging around here. Because the queue's not open, futures is just trading willy-nilly at this point. So any big moves that it makes, you kind of got to imagine it's got to come back. Just to kind of sync up again with the queues. Either that or people have sold the queues so hard already. That they need to kind of push it up just to not be too neg. So we'll just continue to watch. Yeah. Should be jumping into small buy pullbacks now. Here was a good example of that. Big buy pullback, small volume dump. Big buy, small volume dump. So we're looking for another big buy, small volume. See if this continues to play out. You can see it happening here. Somebody's just trickle buying, then letting the floor go. Trickle buying, letting the floor go. Trickle buying, letting the floor go. Could be someone trying to sell themselves out of the market, pushing price higher, only to sell more. Favorite time frame, not playing out anything yet, so nothing to do.
Sure.
Okay, 10-point scalp full of, yeah.
Now the 1 minute's had a few opportunities, but the 5 minutes just fucking red, bro. Low volume on this last one. This might
Trouble,
be
you say it's got opportunities. It's like you could just take it willy-nilly somewhere in the middle here. But you got to kind of take it from here. Here we go. Looks better. So big buy.
Good support, you know.
Yeah, big buys. Let's see if this follow through happens here. See if that follow through happens. This is a lot of volume here on the buy. Got to be a little bit happy with that. Probably a retest of 700. Let's see if it's a low volume here. Either retest of 720 or 700 for me. Just watching that interestingly. 5 minutes flip, 30 seconds to go. This would be a huge buy signal, although not good sign finishing blue. So a lot of candle movement, not a lot of volume. Skiva Peel, not Skiva Peel, but we've got a Delta
What
fuckery
time
going on.
frames that blue on?
5 minutes. So the 1 minute's bullish. Everything's kind of bull at the moment. Big close in the 5 minute there. See if you can, I mean, not you. I'm going to see if this is going to pop down again. It's a 725.50. I'm trying to see. It's got very rippy potential as usual. Each one of those cells has been very brutal.
I need to go get some water.
Buy volume starting to fade out here. Good close on the 5 though. See if we get that 30 flip. Everything's still very negative, so I don't really want to bet on a recovery. Small sell pullback on the volume. We've missed that little bumpy back up. I was expecting, well, not expecting, I was hoping for a little pullback there. Didn't get that. It's okay, we'll probably still get a retest there. So looking for a nice little retest at 725.50-ish, around about there.
Yeah, see what this reaction at 755 looks like on book maps. CBD is very positive on book maps now, but so we're also showing 264 contracts down at 24,500. 24,650 also has 50 contracts, so still looking bearish according to that.
Yeah, I know, and even the CVD on the 1 minute isn't break. I mean, it's looking higher than what it is in the chart, so we're getting some absorption there.
This kind of makes sense for a naked push retest and then continue.
Yeah, exactly. Suck all the peeps
That's
in.
pretty much halfway through this dump too, which makes perfect sense in every fucking aspect. Oh my god, I'm sore.
This is what you saw.
Oh, just from training legs and everything, yeah. Just everything, bro.
Likewise, my fucking legs have been done, bro. Done as 65. You know, we can actually infer the price levels here quite easily, although is it even necessary? No. Where is 600? Let's look on ES. Okay, so this is 600. 24,725 is 600 on the Qs.
Very big turnaround.
In fact, if this comes back up to touch that the daily, the naked P.O.E.S there, it's going to be a typical P.O.E.S setup.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. 5 minutes time.
Typical P.O.E.S today is around 150 points. Safety net of 60. I'm going for only 40s today. Irrespective.
40 points.
Yeah, just 40 points. If I can get down to 60, I mean, that's just down to where you're supposed to quit is 60, yeah. That'll take you out at 600.
Is that what you're saying?
60 points is, yeah,
Oh,
you should go
60
for.
points.
Yeah. 60 points is what you should go for, but 24, 7, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 5. As dumped, here comes the lot of buy volume here, super positive. So got to see some weakness. Nothing's really turning around in terms of my metrics. 1 minute's doing what it should do. 5 minutes staying put. 30 minutes staying put. I'm gonna set a limit order there, and I'm gonna go pee.
Alright, let's see what happens here if we get this little pullback.
Right, back on it. Let's see. I like this setup. Just missed the turnaround, maybe. $30-minute about a flip again. A little bit. Super slow there. Not going to be much more than this, I think, once the first hour or whatever dips. You never know. What holiday is it in America?
President's Day.
It's Trump Day. Of course it is, bro.
Literally.
Of course it is, bro. My boy can't have a life without a day dedicated to him.
That's a big week on the 30-minute, the hourly, the 4-hour, the 1 day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we try hourly. Nice. So this could be setting up for an H1 push. But this volume looking too good, yeah? Could be a blow off top situation about to occur.
Blow it off the top puss.
Straight.
Could be a blow it out the back puss.
Whoosh. You don't want a back blow.
Yes, that's what
You don't want a back. You don't want a back. No, not the other. How do you go away, man? My dog just like wants love, bro.
There's 790 building up. Liquidity now.
Yeah. At the top of that daily push. We got in at 8925. And my stoppy is 24. Yeah, 800. 806. Did I put mine on 806? I'm on 806 here. My stop loss there. Let's see. So nothing there. If we're coming back into the range, or we're just gonna tap back down to some of those lows on Friday. Where were we? You know, some of these lows here down on Friday again before kind of like mimicking this move maybe. So we did this big low here dip, and now we're gonna come down again. Maybe do that massive W reversal style thing. But where am I supposed to be? 24/7. It's just a kind of standard, yeah.
I'm not liking that. The stacked levels 820, 825, 830, 835, 840. That's usually, so if it like hits 815, 820, then it'll pop through those.
Yeah.
It'll rip through that to like 830. 820.
Oh, I'm sure it's in a bit of a turnaround mood for sure. Oh, it's not that's not a doubted at all. But like I said, it's like when I do the back test, when I do my practice on the weekends, I don't have access to Bookmap. I don't care about those levels. You're just taking it based on the face value of these things you're looking at. So it's like, I don't know, at some point maybe I shouldn't be looking at Bookmap. That's, you know, is it really helping me here, or is it just giving me too much information to think about? I personally think it's a good thing. I really do. I'm looking at it right now. But I was just thinking about it yesterday. We've got air pockets, I mean, even on the volume side of things, between 8-9 and kind of like 800.
5 minutes got a big wick back on that last delta.
Yeah, that last delta
with the blue thingy.
On the 5 minutes, I didn't see a blue. That's all good though.
You see it?
Not on the 5.
On the 5 minute, I got a blue one down here.
On the NQ or the MNQ are you looking at?
MNQ.
Yeah, sometimes there's a subtle differences between them. I'll drop to the MN and have a look quickly.
Oh, you're on the NQ. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That even shows my position. I didn't even know I was logged into this account. Yeah, so it is. I just look at the NQ. Don't know why.
Well, it depends what you're trading on, but fuck. It's showing different.
Yeah, I mean, they're the same thing. They should be the same thing. Here we go. This blow off top, just about to occur here, it seems. Let's see if the CVD matches it. Let's learn a lesson here. See if we can take away a bit of insight. Very small distances today. Have to be in a minimum of like half an hour if you want to get your full TPs. So it's both a good and a bad thing. It's looking very volume heavy for this time of the morning now. Just got a big pop off there in volume. If I wanted to be long here, I want to see this volume continue on the other side of the P.O.E.S. So we want to see this continue up here. We're happy to take, well, no one's ever happy to, but we can accept this SL. It's trailing. Put that there. That trailing off 5 volume. Yeah, I was in that short now for like 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 5 candles so far. Like I said, it was just a retest for me of the M30H1. That's all I can see at the moment. I've been practicing that all weekend.
That is no H1.
So the H1 P.O.E.S, yeah. So the typical H1 P.O.E.S, if you look at the M30, so the M30 had almost made it up there.
What the fuck is H1?
1 hour.
Oh, yeah,
Hourly?
sorry.
Yeah,
it's about time frame. Right.
Yeah, you're thinking of pivots.
I'm like, what fucking pivot you got there, my bro? You're going up in the alphabet.
It's the holy world. It's the holy pivot. No. So this would be the H1 here. If I look at the 1 hour, you see there it's picture perfect H1. The hourly has no wick on the bottom here, so this is again something else that I'd like to see, because I've got an indicator called wick rejection percentages. I have one here of my scripts. Candle wick counter, there it is. So I got a little thing that I wrote here a while back, a candle wick counter. Let's have a look here. Visual order, bring to front, so you can see it. Can't hardly see anything there, but it says there no. Let's make it bigger. So the total candles measured 24,322. No wicks, so less than 3 pips or points. Top wicks, there's only 393 of them. No bottom wick, is only 391 of them. And no wicks on either one is only 1 out of 24,322. So you had a Mazibuzo candle, which is just basically boom, boom, boom. It's what you get when you see a hot chick. So we can say here in a retrospective, percentage wise, only 1.6% and 1.6% and 0.004%. So crypto percentage together gives you roughly 96% of candles in the last 24,000 candles have had both a bottom and top wick bigger or greater than 3 pips or points. Epic shit, huh? Sometimes you don't actually consider those stats, bro.
Bro, I was about to I was looking at the 1 minute how bearish it's looking, and I was about to put 5 micros on there, and then you made me laugh so hard that I didn't click sell.
Sorry,
And I
my
look back,
bad.
and it's like 15 points
I don't even
down.
know where I'm. Yeah, I'm at 54. So 24,754 is where I'm looking to
There you go.
push on the naked push. But again, these things do tend to whip back up if they are bullish. I'm not particularly confident, as always. And if I'm going to stay in this whole thing, I'm going to have to stay here for a half hour. So, and the wick counter. You see how the wicks become greater percentages the higher you go. The lower time frames you go, and that's obvious. So 25,000 of the last 30-minute candles. Here your percentages go up quite a bit. So here you up to 2.3, 2.3, and 0.2. So that's like almost 6%. So it's all the way down to 93% when you get to the 3 minutes. And then if you start scaling down to like a 3-minute candle, almost. So that's 10%, 10%. It's only like 80-ish percentage.
What's your TP?
TP is down at 52. I'd prefer a 40-pointer, so I'll try reach for the stars, but 50, yeah, so 24,749, 50 should be it, but I've got it at 75,425. We've got a big volume.
Make it down to 740.
Yes, big balls hold. Actually, big balls hold to the floor break. So the floor break, like I said to you, this is what you should be holding till, given us a strategy of the POES system. But the POES system here takes you all the way down to POES support 1, which is at 24,633. That's what big balls hold still. Big balls, but logical people would hold to a minimum of 24,725. That would actually what you would want to achieve here with this, because that's your next high volume horizontal pivot, and that's what I am. I'm a horizontal pivot trader. Any horizontal line.
Bro, this is so good using this ninja thing. So if I disable my camera, oops, I accidentally disabled my desktop. If I disable my camera, or if you set it like that, OBS automatically gets rid of my picture frame. Disappears on the stream when I disable my camera.
Yeah,
so
because
cool.
You've got your camera coming through is one thing. Yeah, exactly. So you're in control of that, because all I'm doing is streaming that room.
No, but it doesn't show any cutout or square or anything where the camera is.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. There's tons of them.
Tons of them.
Yeah, there's like tons of them.
That's so cool to have twins. All right, let's see what's going on here. 5 minute is needs to show me a little bit more red, but you know, we're playing from here anyway. We've achieved 13 points. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for sure. 30 minutes still gives me a little bit of hope. So anything below kind of 24,771, roll like here. Anything below here, I would think about going break even, but we don't want to do that anymore, because that's what bitches do. So there's no reason for me to actually be going break even at this stage. I wouldn't be trying to take a long here, that's for sure. So why would I be trying to exit my short? Pretty simple. There we go. Let's see a little push, keep pushing down. We're into the 60s. 61. And like I said, my TP was at 54, so I'm gonna keep it at the 49 like I wanted to originally. Try and get those full TP. At this point, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't go break even. We've got blue ballast forming.
There you
we
go.
don't
You
like
got a
blue
nice
balls.
dump coming in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put mine.
56.
I was gonna put it on 60 there, but I can see it'll fight back in the cards. So I might go to the candle high here. It's good volume though on the 1 minute. It's no reason for me to be doing anything different. Everything applies as it did earlier. Let's see if we can get to 49. This was a previous area of pullback, and I am conscious of that, and I do realize that. Want to see just a little bit more out of this, and then I'll be happy. Might go to the top of this. Don't want to risk 40 points for 3. No, for 10. Don't want to risk 30 points for 10. That's just silliness. But I am talking myself out of it. So I'll just leave it there.
Hold the good.
Positive buy volume coming into the market. It's more rippy down than it is rippy up. It's kind of grind up, rippy down. I'm gonna just play this next couple of candles and see what's up. We've got a volume point here at 771. Let's just see if we get to it. I'd like more than 10 points out of this, but I can see my volume starting to pick up here on the buys, so I will probably take the 60. Let this thing do its thing. It might come up and take me out of BE, but again, I'd rather accept that. But 2 big volume points between them, so I'll kind of just leave it at that and hope for the best. Here would be a retrace anyway. Could come back up. Strong chance. I'm only really looking for another 15 points. I was within, I think, 4 or 5 of them. So be sad if this comes up, but this is this is what traders do. BE at this stage. So right here. Don't want to be. Got a little bit of a wick now on the 30 minutes, so that negates that original concept of no bottom wick. We were hoping that bottom wick though on the 30 minute came down a little bit more wicky, but it didn't. It came out dicky. See what I did there?
Let's see what you did there.
Yeah. All right, let's see it. One more push down here. Let's just take out all these peeps that thought they were smart to go long. We basically want to trap a bunch of turnaround amateurs at this point. So let's just see a little breakdown, and we are almost there. 6-1. Let's see a push. Come on, we need another 10, 7, 6 points. Let's see, it'll push down. 50s, 55s, 50s. I am going to trail this quite heavily here because this was my previous exit. So there I am. And we got TP. Excellent stuff, gentlemen. Great start to the day. Great start to the week, especially on a thin day with a naked puss. Yo! He said that. Nice. I said that. Alright. Let me just go weigh my testicles quickly. Like I said from the beginning, though, you would be looking for, strictly speaking, 60 of your earthly points out of this. But if we can get into the habit of taking 40 of those points, of course, on 2 connies, that's 1.6 per trade. And we're only doing like 20 point stoppies, so that's like 400 per loss. That is what the goal is. Nothing else. Massive sell volume on that 1 minute coming through. This is where you start to get a little bit more heavy on the balls. It's, yep, those balls are sinking, my boy, sinking into that chair at this point. Okay. Here you would maybe start to think, actually, why would I start thinking about longs? My bad, excuse me. Didn't mean to say that.
I'm waiting for a 725 retest.
Yeah, you would want to pop up, pop down kind of vibes. This is your vibes. I'll save my layout because I'm digging this layout. What the hell? What's this divider shit? Yep, there you got it. TP achieved on the naked P.O.E.S. You know what, Flapped?
Mm-hmm.
You know what we see here right now, huh? Fucking money! Next time you feel sad about trading, you come back and you look at the stream at this time frame here and you look at how beautiful that M30 or H1 P.O.E.S worked out there, buddy. And you never forget that glorious, glorious setup. Fucking tattoo that shit on my face, bro. Look at that. That was a fresh blood. So we're happy with that. I think it's time for a bong. Flubbed, I'm going to flip on over to the DYOR view.
Oh, Jimmy on the bum.
And I've got to go, yeah, man.
Go for it.
Oh, look at you.
What am I doing?
I've got to stick this thing onto studio mode. That's it. So I can see my your fools. Yeah. Okay. I just got to add in this thing to you quickly. Screen. Yeah.
725.
Yeah, 725. Listen. Between this and the P.O.E.S, bro, this is kind of where you want. Like I said, volume pivot to volume pivot. We really need to get into this habit, bro. I swear we need to get into this habit, bro. And it's like it's exactly as I've always like seen it myself. You're either gonna SL rather quickly or you're gonna TP very, very quickly. Sorry, not very quickly. You're either gonna TP or you're gonna SL very quickly. That's what I meant to say. So that was a 4-1 there. That was a brutal trade. In fact, it wasn't a 4-1. I lie. I'm sure I put it at 15 points. I had it 8 or 6. Yeah, there we go. That was a 1 to 2.5. Turnaround territory. Want to see that play out on the M5. You probably want to see this reject here. Stay maybe bearish. The next one, wick down, bullish. Pop up a bit. Make everyone suck it in there. And then dump down. Touch that wick again. And then you'll take it with a low volume 1 minute pullback. black.
Yeah. $700. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 700 back up. Mhm. Skew wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be working. Ooh, okay. Yeah, 700 would be a nice long. Two minutes. Let's see. Fuck. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm fucking tired. Down to 700 from there. I was too slow. Down to 700, and now slow 1 to 1. Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
Where we at?
Retested the 700. If that doesn't hold, there was liquidity building lower down.
There's a nice big push up here. This is kind of what you want to see. We're right here at the bottom. So again, do you bet price continues to dump here? Only for the Qs tomorrow to have to make up ground with monster gaps? I don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, I think a 700 retest and back up.
Correct. I would, if I'm gonna have to take a side, I'm gonna say from this point, I'd prefer to be long.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 795.
But again, it's difficult because everything here is MTI's bear, MTI bear, MTI bear, not even a beginning of a turnaround anywhere. So there's no skew today, but I can say it's probably very neg. In fact, we can work out the skew. The skew's 0.85. So it's like roughly 15 to 25% neg skew. Guesstimate. See, look at that. Big buy, monster sell. This might be the last puff of the sell before that turnaround, but tough one. In fact, we have just touched and started the M30 push down. Let's check. Have we? No, we haven't. My apologies, gentlemen. My apologies. That is incorrect.
Should be a long from here, wouldn't
it? Well, I'm seeing on the M30 time frame this big red line. I didn't actually notice. It's not the push line. It's the gex. I haven't done any practice testing of gexes using them in the same way that I do with push lines and typical push entries. This is a very interesting setup. What's going on here? We've got a engulf, and if we get another one, a triple engulf. Nope. Too big. So somebody here wants to buy this. CVD not moving. Favorite time frame. Doing nothing. CVD's higher on the 1 minute than the previous swing. Let's see if we get a flip here. It's either here or it's back down more, all the way down to what I said was my other long today. Down here. 635, that's my other long. Yeah. Really don't want to be going long here. So small volume pullback on the 1 minute, and I might jump in another short here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Gotta see a very shallow pullback here before I do that. Five minutes gonna close. Trigger sell on the 5 minutes, the best time frame. That buy is looking too good though on the 1 minute, so we'll leave it at that. We've got a skiv appeal on the 5 minutes.
Still my
CVD.
screen on the stream.
Gotcha. Oh, it's still your stream. My bad. There you go. Still got the skiv appeal here. We've also got the skiv appeal on the 30 minutes at the moment. So that's interesting. What is this fucking vertical line? Why is the 30-minute line on the... Okay, let's get less lines. Skiv appeal is starting to straighten out there on the 30 minutes. Top-notch commentary here.
We need to make some shorts of this shit, bro.
Bro, it's gonna be the best shorts of all time. It's down the straightening out skiv appeal. With the full
pull
pullback.
this foreskin right back.
The full pullback. We're gonna scream in Russian. That's when you
God.
that's when you're gonna pull back.
YouTube's not ready for us.
That's my new setup, the screaming Russian. It's when you see a pullback wick on the CVD 2/3 longer than the body. It's a screaming Russian.
Oh, my abs are too sore for that.
That's what I'm looking for here, bro. 3 screaming Russians in a row, yeah, on the 5.
Oh, screaming Russian.
Anyway, turnaround territory.
Be professional.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Anyway, let's get back to
volume,
trading.
small price movement.
Yeah, it's a bit of a what the
CVD
fuck.
push down. Oops.
Yeah,
Very
check it.
bullish
You see,
stuff.
this is what I like here on the volume candles. Look how like silly that little green volume looks, because it's like narrow and it's tiny, and then you got these huge ones all over here. So somebody left the market. Either that or all participation in the market has thinned out. So what is it time? It's hour after market open. That's highly unlikely. That would be a scalpy scalp if you wanted a scalpy scalp. What is it? Volume thinned out there. How long are we till the 5-minute close? 142. That's a very interesting. Yeah, that's what I was saying about that low volume. It's like there's no market participation. It's not even sells, it's just nothing. But you've got more sell coming through. That could flip now already to buy. How long we got in this candle? 1 minute. So it is sell volume, strictly speaking. I think it's just the end of the run here. I don't think that's another sell.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is
Just like lack of volume from all people here.
it'll be like this for the next 5-10 minutes and then start moving.
Range plays.
Hourly volume.
Yeah. Definitely range plays in effect here. So a range is terribly small, so you want to hop in at then 696, hop out at the 83s if you are range playing it today. the range players.
Yeah, that's
We tried that, didn't work. It's only a 5-point stoppy there. Like I said, I wasn't particularly
what did you
confident,
take?
but I wanted. Well, there's a 5 points on a 2 micro, bro. So we're talking like 20.
A short.
Yeah, no. From here, this is what I just said. Yeah, 696 would be your if you're gonna range
The
play
spy
it.
volume's picking up here.
I didn't look at the SPY as much as I probably should. I was just looking here straight to the 5 minutes on the NQ and stuff. I don't actually trade the volume on the NQ during the day. This is why it's everything's naked at the moment. But yeah, it's what I thought, where it's just lack of
You what? Don't
participation.
trade volume during the day.
I don't trade the NQ volume. I trade the triple Q volume. Yeah, I think that's more. It's better for me.
If this is a small cell, I'm gonna take a little stab here.
Nah, you would have needed to have
Jesus.
stabbed it already. Yeah, you would have had to have stabbed it already.
From that 700 up.
There's more volume sitting at 704. $705, 704. Got another spike down to 700. That's more volume, obviously. So there you go. So mine just took in at 705. I'm just expecting this to pop off right here. I don't want to play around. So I'll take this just straight up. If it is, I might have just caught the top of the range, which is pretty much what I'd said earlier. But the lack of market participation all around here was more juicy, more interesting. Oh shit, I don't have it on screen. 6, 705. Flat. Oh, I like those colors better on the long. Seven out of 4. Six, 9, 4. Kind of only really trust this back up to there. So it'll be this 24/7 through 5 region. I would
That's
really be.
exactly what I'm thinking. Thanks for reminding me to move my TP.
But if you are going to do it, you have to jump up quick. There's lots of volume on the 20s. So 719.50. There's like a little volume stab.
Yeah, I saw that. Up to 55, looking alright.
There's an air pocket here between here and 20. So anyone can really fill it. Volume thinning out on the 1 minute, as mentioned earlier, just complete lack of participation here. So people are like taking a breath for some reason. Hour after market open, hour 13. Yeah, anything further than this, I want to be out. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I said. Anything from here, I want to be out. You could be doing the little spiky trend line thing, but here you'd rather want to try your long if you were going to be long for a larger position size.
No, I've got it up there by the 7 and 5-ish by you as well.
Yeah,
but only on 3 micros.
At that 2, yeah. So I'd stopped out at 24.694, but here would be a better long if you're thinking about it. Just looking at things to make me want to do it. Nothing here is making me want to do it. No MTIs, 1 minute flip. That's basically pullback. Yeah, so here's the last big sell. If it's the sell, last big sell. Either that or it's coming down again. But here's monster volume. This is what you want to see. Here we go. 1 second. down to nothing. Let's see this next one do nothing here. Because this is uncomfortable, this is
I'm
where
with
you want to
that as
buy.
well.
This is where you want to buy if you want to get in early. But like you're taking a risk here that it moves to a new place below.
It's only
That it moves back
140.
up.
140 down.
So I say it's going to move back up, at least to the highs here. So that's 20, 22. You can rip down again. I would be down 30 for the day if it did. So there was it. 690s. That's 690s. We'll just go back up if we can make it. We're at the 700s again. If we can pop through the 700s, there's a good chance we'll pop all the way up. And we'll do it quickly. If we do. Either that or it's popping straight back down. Risk appropriate. This is the Quasimodo. Here's the Quasi. It definitely is the Quasi. My stop is currently at 7.9. Where's 7.9? It's this typical basing pattern. It's just like you never know where that low little is going to go down to. It could go all the way down here to this side where I originally wanted to get long, which is at 32s.
Very
38s.
weak sell on the 1 minute.
They're coming in little waves, but again, it's because I believe the skew to be more on the downside. I think it doesn't matter, and we are full there, so any small sell volume I don't really account for. It's the buy volume here that I'm really looking for. So let's see. On that last sell on the 5 minute was juicy. We had a wick, lots of volume, but we had blue global. So that just means that volume didn't really mean anything. So a lot of bark, no bite. New 1 minute open super thin. Not good. Not good. Want to see that pop? Oh, we're popping up to the 12s. So this is kind of where our 20 points were. 690. So I'd want to be at 720 if I can get it. That would be nice. That would be nice. Just hold that on to. What is 720? Yeah, 720. You can try to get 725 out of this deal. Maybe it's a ride back up. Who knows? So we're on. We'll push it up to 725 here and just trail this sucker. We got 20 points, no, 30 points out the deal so far. We'll lock in those 30 because we like 30. 30's good, and we're out of 30 points there. So the original TPE hit. We're happy with that. Was it 30 points? Yeah, 20 points. Did I miscount that on the fly? I'm usually really good with my math. Let's check it here. 790. Yeah, it was 20 points. Okay. Not too happy with that, but it'll do. 709. Definitely should have held that one. I wouldn't have at 20 points. I was actually looking for 30 minimum. So that's on me. That's on me, gentlemen. That's on me. Okay, so that's about as aggressive an entry as I'd probably do. but it showed all the good signs that I like to see with a nice reversal. This is where I would be trying to go long anyways. Nice little W reversal. Even if we're going back up to retest that M30. Again, if you're just taking that M30 push down, there's another 40 points for you. So that's kind of what we look for. 40 points. That's a full strike distance. And I would have got you nice. You would have missed the entry slightly. But if you jumped in at 720 on that first 30 minutes, you would have been good to go. Seems like the M30 is the one. The more and more I trade it. So try and coincide your 30-minute closes with strength or weakness in the direction you're looking for in the 5 minutes. And then if you are so fucking good, you wait for that low volume pullback. Or if the market is so lucky, it gives you that low volume pullback on the 1 minute. That kind of gets you across all the time frames there. And then similar to all support and resistance traders, we don't have like an area per se. It's more just a line that we're looking for specifically. So we're trying to do things very sniper as possible. And the best entry for me would be here in 9 minutes time, is we popping back up here on the M30. There's no reason why I should be long other than an M30, but like kind of, you know, 8 out of 10 of my rules are sinking up here, so it might be worth a retest. But then on this retest, because we're against the grain, you might have to look at other factors. So low volume pullbacks on the 5 minutes when it comes to sells, that would be your entry. A pop over the top first, only to then pull back and catch that retest, like I said, with the low volume. And if you can get that low volume on the 1 minute as well, that'd be good. CVDs on the 1 minute are exactly what you would want to see, so they're in line with the price. 5 minute is also in line with price. It's a little bit extended over price, so that's kind of the absorption. You'd want to see where the CVD is popping up, price isn't popping up so high. This would be a good sell again. Here, this is now the M30 down. So this is your M30 POES, typical POES down. A lot of volume on this. You get
Yeah, it's hard to sell that.
it's a lot of volume coming through, and we're right at that puts it with a call wall. So this is the battleground that me and Flubbed love to play in, right here, where there's a lot of volume. We don't want to be chopped out here somewhere down in the middles. Don't play that shit. Just play here. If you're gonna be wrong from the right place. Thank you, Matt. M30 playing art. I'd say you kind of fuck. M5 holding up. Why is this shit clouding my... Not overlapping labels, bro. 45 seconds to go there. Why is this thing overlapping, man? That big sell came in on the 1 minute as a WTF. Skiv appeal formed on the 5 minutes, so we've got a WTF with a skiv appeal. 30-minute looking bull coming into that 30-minute vol time. It's actually end of the hour, 4 o'clock. This is a big one. Second biggest, I'd say, of the day, other than that London close. It's half an hour afterwards. It's kind of a continuation. Nothing sell. As I say that, it's probably going to rip 4,000 points.
Yep.
Back to doji on the 30 minute, 4 minutes to go on that close.
I'm gonna get water.
No more juice. Yeah, always favoring the sells on a day like today. Everything's pointing in that direction for us. Got things flopped over there. So this is a good chance for you to maybe be long if that's what you're thinking. Although I've taken 2 attempts at the long, 1 success, 1 fail. You know, we netted 10 out of that too, or 8 at least out of those 2. We've got a nothing forming here on the 1 minute, so this is a what the fuck candle. We've had 2 what the fuck sells. Let's have a look how this. It's 3 minutes to go on that 5 minutes. That what the fuck turned into a big sell there, so we didn't trust it too much. Another long from a similar area wouldn't be too bad for the skull, although we could be doing a little chunk down again, so I'm just aware of that. I'm just trying to play my strat out. Gex levels are the levels for tomorrow. No 0 DTE today. Triple Q is off. I don't generally play the volume game on the NQ. I'll play it with the triple Q off of the NQ. CVD has got some follow through there on the 5 minutes. 1 minute is holding up. So price pushing through, whereas CVD is holding up. So that shows a lot of market order participation. It's exactly what I said about my previous entry. My previous entry would have been a perfect entry here again. 690. But that entry got a bit easier there. I mean, not seeing anything particularly. Let's see this thing. 15, 14, 13. Minute to go on that 30 minutes. A lot of buy volume right at the bottom of that range. Yeah, that's your entry if you want to buy that. Just thinking, do I want to buy that? Taking the chance once already, so that is a good buy. That is a good buy. Just take that back up to the top there. So it's no 20, 23. Let's see how that would have worked out. Stops would have been below that. Again, this would have stopped somewhere where nothing else has stopped previously. Maybe down here is kind of where your buyer is. I'm just looking at it based on some of this evidence. The low volume coming into that half an hour makes sense. At least to the top. Just 30 points back up to the top. There's your play. M30 closing. Bear of note. So you would again just be looking for that. I was just saying the things closed bear. So here we got the 1 hour closed monster 1 hour. Let's just get some So the 1 hour is blasting through some shit. It's the picture perfect 1 hour push. Previous. Catch any weak buys here. It's not from the bottom, so it sucks from the bottom. You want to catch any weak buys here, or even here, just over the top, if it is going to try and trickle back up. It was a skew appeal in the 30 minute, which is very interesting. That buy scalp back up, looking better. Last thing you want to do is buy at the pop. So if you want to buy it now. On the first candle, yeah. Let's see, does this rip down? Oh, that's such a nice buy. I don't foresee it to be a very trendy day. Why would it be a very trendy day? There's nothing to trend with.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So range plays are still what I'm looking for here. Back up, back down, back up until there's a pop out. But try not to be in the way there. So only really be super wrong, excuse me. Only be super wrong from the bottom or super wrong from the top. We had a wick down to 7.7 before. That's kind of the bottom where you'd want to try and wick it down. I'll put a buy there.
To where? 677.
Oh, well, the previous low. I mean, it's gonna wick you out there and pump down. That's fine. I get that. But if I'm looking for range plays today, and this being my range of sorts, it's almost like Asia's set where the options levels are going to be, and then we've got what tomorrow looks like. Tomorrow's anyway is exactly this. It's in a place where it's got to decide something. So anyway, all of this means absolutely fuck all. Ultimately, I prefer to be long here than short. I'll try it again from the really bottom. 78.25. Now there's your semi-long trigger. It's almost like an opposite thing. Either you have weak volume of the continuation play coming into the bottom, or you have super strong push out with the opposite volume to catch the range back. Here would be that opposite volume to range back. See how the big volume on that sell only came to the bottom of the range and did nothing more. But now when you get that strong buy volume, it's got to like almost break through with that volume. Range plays are in our toolbox. It's definitely firmly in our toolbox, bro.
Did you take that long down there?
Nah. I'd already taken. I explained to chat why I didn't do it because I already tested fate here before. So I've got my little kind of play here. If I'd come into this emotionally prepared for like a range play, that's cool. But I'm not. I've just like come up with
this is Gex 8 on that next standalone.
Yeah. It makes sense as to bounce between gex levels. Because again, what is this thing like doing? It's fuck knows. Who knows what it's following?
Yeah.
It's just following the market, but that market is like trying to keep their own positions intact for tomorrow. So it only makes sense here. Note to self: spin American public holiday trading days. Easy to trade. So here would have been your 20. Yeah, and my exact 20 last time. This is the TP, like the literal TP. I just thought of something.
Nice little pullback here for a long, hopefully.
Sure, what long that would have been, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good rip, good rip. Nothing but net. So far better long than mine. Because immediately, if you'd taken that long here, far better long than mine.
Oh, yeah.
The reason being is you see over here, as my long kicked off, I got that long volume. So that was my buy long. Tap down, low pullback, and then the entry. And then immediately as it gets to the top, you see that dip off of volume. And then lack of follow through, lack of follow through. Closes above on the 1 minute, but that's not even close to the 5 minutes. It's just the top wick on the 5 minutes. Sled 3 to go. Closes under on the 5. And then that sell volume kicks in all the way down to the bottom of the channel. Then at the bottom here, exact opposite. So huge sell into it, nothing following it. And then big buy, and nothing but big buys, big buys, big buys. So that final one was kind of like a iffy, maybe a TP buy. But this close now, 5 seconds to go. This is above and beyond, so long 725. 725 long here. This is the continuation momentum play. You would hope that it came down in that 5 minutes to make that bottom wick first though. it generally will do that more
got
on
a
a
bottom
30-minute
small.
close. Well, it's a 30-minute close that gives you that nice little pop. All these others are like, meh. Got that small sell volume. So this is your entry, 101. Yeah, there you go. Told you. That was your entry right there. So top of the range, what did you want to see there to kind of get you not interested anymore? Monster sell. Monster sell volume. You got this little itty bitty what the fuck in and amongst monsters. That was someone taking a breath or reloading their account. And right at this point, every breakout trader is in there. And unless there's follow through from the marketplace, you're suddenly getting a whole bunch of people trapped. And you're getting them trapped around 764. So this is the wick lick. Stunning. Stunning. What you wanted to see there. Right in time to save the day. It's that big buy. Showing you that market participation. Look at that M30 go. Dang. Yeah, this market. So it's been slowly dragged down. Obviously, this is like algorithmic dragging down to a certain extent. One big little news event, something like that. But when markets pop like this, oopsie, and stay there, that just basically means everyone's been happy to stay there. And that something else was going on. Somebody was getting out to test the sell or something like that. Nice continuation. Absolutely stunning. If you're in longs here, you want to just sit tight. Sit pretty.
Oh, we had someone. Oh, Jesus, we had somebody in chat say hi.
IL Baboon. That's me.
I meant to say, oh, is that you? Oh, you did. I was meant to say, yo, man. Not, yeah, man.
IL Baboon, baby. It's a little homage to cow and chicken.
All these 6 viewers, all your different accounts.
No, I don't do that though. Okay, this is the good pullback. So this is the healthy thing you want to see. You want to see this? M5 closing iffy. No screaming Russian just yet.
Retest of 725 back up, are you thinking?
Yeah. Yes.
So
That's screaming Russian. I think you've stopped your stream screen.
my camera.
Yeah, I heard it. Look at that, bro.
I was gonna go for a tiny minute ago.
There you go. So, volume confirming. It's one thing that always got me more interested in the volume side of things than in the candle patterns. It's just like the logic to it is so unbelievably easy to grasp that time frames and therefore candlesticks are just volatility during a session. That's no more news than anyone knows already. But to then say that one time frame is superior in its candlestick creation than another is absolutely ridiculous. A candle can be 1,000 points long if there was nobody taking the other side of that trade and only one seller with one contract. He could take the if somebody sold from 24/7/80 and there was not a single other person in the whole world to take the price of that sale except at, let's just say, 5,000, the price would go from 24,700 to 5,000 in one candle. Now, did that show volume? It didn't show anything. But what volume does and it's something that what's his name again, Dr.
David Cooper.
David Paul, Dr. Paul, David Paul, David Paul is the trader guy. He always said that they can hide, you can hide movement, but you can't hide volume. And it's so true. You cannot hide volume. You can dark pool it. Yeah, you can dark pool it after hours between, so institution to institution, you can dark pool that volume, but that still pulls up in a volume chart. And does it actually need to go across the books? No, it doesn't need to go across the books. Forget that. But more importantly, 0 DTE. So today's gamma and stuff like that. All of these are going to be the dealer or the marketplace defending their options prices. Those options prices can be seen in multiple different things. Gexstream is just one of them. We prefer Tanuki Trade, and Tanuki Trade can give us those levels at which the options are most likely to have put support or call support or any of those sorts of things. And one thing you will always know is that that volume will never lie. It will never lie. It is guaranteed volume. It is not a dark pool activity. This is 0-day hedging. They must move the price now. So trust candlesticks only with volume confirmation. And we specifically have our little thing called the blow balance here, which shows us when you have this exact situation. So a candle moving 15 points on a 1 minute chart, but the volume itself was minuscule in terms of that candle movement. So there the volume shows up as heavy, so anyone that's doing just volume alone will get psyched out of that trade. But anyone else looking at movement, so the cumulative volume of that move, buys and sells together in the contract space, you will see that there was a divergence between candle length and movement. And that's what the blue ball is, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Only one person was in the counter trade here, and there was no one in between that and the way down. So yeah, again, you can see we trust the M5, so the M5 would be it. This is the retest of the well, it's not actually. This is actually not the retest of the M30 POES.
Level.
It's just the Gex level, but today it is it's part of the levels. It seems to be working nicely on the POES. So I've got another 12 minutes to wait.
Volume there.
Yeah, that's fine. What we want to see though, it's not the volume here. Remember, I've just explained it to a certain extent. You'll guarantee volume at certain places. 1 second, I just got a call coming through.
Yeah.
Right. So, like I said, it's not so much where it's coming from. You would never want to snap buy on that pivot. You want to see what happens now below. So there's been follow through on that volume below, and the 5 minute showed a beautiful short there. So you want to see how this this M30 closes in 8 minutes. If it closes above this volume pivot, we'll see. 2 seconds. Right, where we at? Glorious, glorious. M30 cell setting up. This is the direction you want. That was the H1 cell as well. Would have to have taken more pain than you would want to there. Luckily you had no entry on that pivot, so I can't kick myself for not being in it. So here is kind of where I'm looking. See a little trendy of sorts forming up here. So that makes sense for the continuation down. I want to see a half volume pullback on the buys. Be interesting short. Take out that liquidity built up here below. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of peeps in the long there. So all their various double bottoms and everything forming there. And I'm sure there's even a longer monster trend line here somewhere. Yep, there it is. So even there somewhere there's a trend line going all the way up. So a lot of liquidity there. It's a good buy. It's got to show some follow through here. $720 is looking interesting. $720 is looking very interesting. Yeah. Six minutes to go. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Yeah, we definitely missed that H1 rip. Actually, there was nothing there on the follow through on the 5 minutes, so the best time frame's not showing anything interesting. Anxiety time frame is causing a little bit of... You can see things are stepping in. 5 minutes to London close. If there's a turnaround spot, it's this. It always is. Why does this thing keep doing this?
Yeah. I'm fucking tired, bro.
Late for you. Okay, big buys coming in. Big buys coming in. 2 minutes to go. 5 minute is still shocking. It's a thin buy here. Up to the 725s might cause a cascade. I had a buy on 678 still. Bang. Okay, let's see. 724, 725. Okay, another big buy coming in that 1 minute. That 5 minutes starting to look better. I will trade this M30, whatever it closes as, because we're at turnaround territory, and I don't believe London was the one buying America up here. Big buy there. This is good. This 5 minutes starting to shape up nicely. M30 still picking up. 3 minutes to go. Strictly speaking, you would want to maybe start to think about longing from here, but you've got this little messy at the bottom to think about. I only like to long from the bottom. 700 probably. Yo. Nice. 5 minute pushing through. 725 along, still looking at the cards.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, good. That 5 minutes looking juicy. M30 breaking.
What are you thinking? Long?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one at that 700, but it didn't come down again to tap in. Hold it there for a bit.
We're going a bit bigger here. 24.75. So short, small little pullback on the 1 minute here, and I didn't like those two volumes coming into that though. It's very thinning out. Gotta see that M30 close above. Gotta see this thing finish above this pivot. Again, time frames don't matter. It's just somewhere where I'm trying to base my risk. If we're looking at this obvious 5 minute trend line, okay, setting up. Oh, 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 nasty finish. That's probably your entry. Uh-uh. 5 minute closed. Good. This is a 30 minutes. Here it is. Yep, there it is. Pop, 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 pop. M30. Perfect M30. Let's see. Come on, give me something to pull back on. Strictly speaking, that was your entry. Missed there. Just thinking of too many things at once.
I got in on 727.
Good man. So that's the way you would want to be. A very safe.
Literally the flip of
the.
Literally the flip of this candle.
Yeah, I was about to say the safe stop loss is the candle wick. It's a nice little wick there. What you wanted. I missed it by a couple of points. So I'm well out of it now. Good job, flubbed. That's how we like to see it.
Thank
M30
you.
flip.
This will just bring me break even if I make this TP.
Do you want to do that?
Hey, I'm at the next pivot. 765.
Good man. I would want to see a
It's
weak
got
pullback here on the 1 minute, and I'll
755
be
and
in.
765 on book maps.
Yeah. This would be
Right.
if it
I
gives
am
me a
gonna
weak
have a-
pullback.
Have a sip of water while I watch this go.
Yeah, third. Come on, close a little bit better. So 730 would be a aggressive entry for me here now. Definitely want to get long. Missed my original long. My 730 long still gives me my conservative stop loss. Okay. It's tough to buy that. You should buy that based on my back testing. Stops just below here. Very conservative and quick. Especially when it pops like that. You want to see that rip down if it's going to rip down. So there, my conservative entry would have been out. And then 730. Let's see a small pullback for 730.
Jesus. It's not a small pull there.
Let's have a small pullback for 730. 720 would be your conservative exit. 725 would be a better entry. You got your low volume sell there. Sure, this one's coming in hard. I get that. You're just going to have to kind of take it. You never know. You never know. You never know where it's going to bottom. 720 maybe. But again, it's not that candle that I worry about. It's this one. So this, whatever this one closes as, this is the one that I think more about. And we're actually on trend. So on trend, it should be down till...
And that's me out.
No, it's unfortunate.
Again.
710 would kind of be your trend line entry. Like I said, this is the one that I'm thinking of. This takes me out. I'm okay. Well, I mean, not okay, but I got 20 points on it, so I got in at 730.
Yeah, that was a 10-point stop loss on that one.
Yeah, so it's a tough area for a stop loss. There, like I said, that's strictly speaking one up here. You had that, and then this was your good stop loss on this entry. So it's come down a bit too much. I don't have my VIX indicator for some reason. Oh, it's on the Qs, that's why. Okay, so again, if that one was the one that I don't worry about, I've worried significantly now about this one. So this is me thinking I'm already stopped out here. So 730, where did I jump in? I jumped in at 730 up here. And 20 point stoppy.
So that's 200 down for the night so far.
At the moment. So we'll see what's up here. Coming down too hard. I didn't like that.
Look at that buy
second
volume I got in on, and then look at this pathetic fucking...
It's the continuation. Yeah, it's the continuation that you got to worry about, man. So 710, that's me out. That's me out there. So M30. Fucked you hard. That H1 still playing out. And again, you should be in downtrend mode. But kind of here at the bottom is where you'd want to maybe do something. Because here you're at the bottom of the trend line.
Yeah, the 700 again.
Oh, it's the bottom of the trend line.
But that's already been tested a few times, so you're relying on...
Yeah, straight buying.
You're right. You're rather looking for like 685, the previous low. If
Massive.
it comes down to there. Wait.
Big sells. Big sells. Now you want to see follow through. Super early entry would be now. There we go. That's 700. That would be the bottom
That's
of your.
stacking.
There's no reason to be long, so quickly change and just be on with your day.
Selling that 700.
You are.
Yeah. No, I said, are you?
No. Well, I'm not currently. No. It's not a bad continuation, so because we are on the down.
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
Do your thing, bro. Massive swinging volume here. Massive swinging volume. You are right at the bottom of the channel. So again, this is like the area to be big balls buying. Unless you're betting that this is going to break this area. A day like today, you kind of want to bet on it not doing that. Obviously, it can do that. At some point, it's going to do that. The 85s, 84s, 86s. Here's where you've had big buyback. Kind of want to just, if you range playing it today, if that's what you're thinking, it's doing. And this would be your range play here. Huge negativity. Kind of expected here at the bottom. Again, either this thing is pummeling down today or we're ranging it back up here. This could also be that break below this trend line, back up, so 700 and then back down. So that's a far easier position to understand and likely to be happening here. With this sort of sell volume, massive negativity, dude. Yo, that's some big negativity, huh? Big negativity. Wonder what's causing this. Something here is causing this. So a continuation of this sell volume or a flip into buy volume. 16 seconds left on the M5. Everything negative. Everything tying up into sells. No reason to be buying here. Other than you think you're at the bottom of the range. But that back up to the 8.5 area. Like I said, you have to, if you think you're in a range play today, that was the area to hop in at, the 85s. You would never have known that it's coming down here to the 70s. 88s. Right there, exactly in the channel where you would expect it. I can't see, I mean, it's not for me to try and understand, but again, why are we trending to what? There's currently no trend. So 78, sorry, 80, 688.50 was just a small sticky. So we back up to the 700s, 24/700s, so we can let's see, is it back up now? Minute 30 till the close. It's only one strike distance, and I mean, you think about it, this whole range is like, what's it, 450? It's 80 points. It's two strike distances. Between 600 and 601, we already saw this morning that we were between 600 and 24/7 something was 601. So yeah, we're here, right in the middle. 599 here. We haven't left this area. 120 points. And all the market's doing here is its normal market thing. Grinding up, grinding down, grinding up, grinding down, grinding up, grinding down. Right. So now you want to see that volume follow the push. M30 still looking super neg. At least a push back up here to 725 areas. So yeah, I've got an exit at 729, 28. What is that over here? 723. I should probably exit at 723. 688. Let's just stay here. Cool. Recoup. Yeah, bro. So no one faults anyone for walking away. That's part of the game, man. That's part of the game. So we'll catch it up tomorrow. I'll finish up this little guy and see where we get to. Goodbye on that. Last 5 minutes. M30 not changing. See if we can get that pop back up. So that little range play. Nothing more than that. And what is this? Oh, it's just my box. Hold on, let me just get this. That's how you do it, boys, on the streaming live. Right, sorry, life had to get me off the stream there. Hope everybody's all right. So, just a volume reversal play coming into the end of London. You've got another 9 minutes till another potential long. It's been in a range play all day. I've been looking at the range play all day. You can see I've already taken one there, one there. Thought maybe it was busting out of the range there. Not going to try that again. I'm done for the day. We are up for the day. We are not sitting pretty, but our drawdown distance has come up a bit, or come further, should I say? So let's have a little look at that. So we caught those today. A couple of ones like I've got there down, but we just chipped in another little session today. Wasn't going big yet again. The reason being, there's nothing really for me to follow. I play the triple Qs off the NQ, or the NQ off the triple Qs, and that wasn't available to me today. So I just kept it nice and light. 2 micros all day, and I hope you guys learned a bit. There was some knowledge bombs dropped in there, but otherwise, reach out if you guys need anything. And thank you very much for viewing. Have a great day. Peace out.